What is up, everyone? Today we got a different podcast. We're going to do an in-person podcast. And today we got Tanner from Brioti. I've been rocking his protective eyewear for the last year
or two.
year-ish.
Yeah,
I think
it's been
the
a little while.
Coeur d'Alene Classic, I think, is when I
Probably.
when
Yeah.
I wore on last year. So if you're not familiar, Tanner and Brioti, they post a lot of stuff on social media of deflections, direct contact with taking a pickleball anywhere near the face. I had a close call last night and took one to the ear. And if you've had that happen, you know that eyewear can be very, very important. And it's not often from the opponent, it's probably from your partner or deflections coming off your own paddle just from, missing a shot. So today we're going to dive into a little bit how Brioti got started, what drew Tanner to start Brioti and where the name came from, his first gen model, and then we're going to kind of unveil his new product. So Tanner, thanks for joining today.
Yeah, thanks for having
Absolutely. So like I said, let's get started, kind of a little bit about you and what started Brioti, and
Yeah.
kind of like, I know a little bit about it, because
Sure.
you and I've just kind of briefly talked, but kind of your pickleball journey is what started into Brioti.
Yeah.
And so let's just hear that a little bit.
Sure. So 2022 is when I started playing pickleball. I was actually at Peak, one of our local clubs here.
Okay.
Went to a 2-day I don't know, what do you call it? Like a 2-day clinic basically on how to play pickleball with Jeff. Actually really enjoyed it. Was super fun. So that's kind of what got me hooked on pickleball. I went with my parents. It was a really good time. After I did the clinic and I started just playing recreationally a bit, I met someone at Peak who had a partially detached retina from getting hit in the eye. Heard about someone else who had a scratched cornea from getting hit. And that kind of put the bug in my ear that, like, oh, I should be wearing protective eyewear, because I didn't even think about it at first. I was just playing pickleball. So I tried some different options. Didn't like anything I tried. Everything would fog on me because I get really hot in the face. So things would fog on me. I tried some glasses with yellow lenses. I felt like it just made everything yellow. It didn't actually help me see the ball better.
Yeah.
So then I got the idea that maybe I could make a better product. So that took me down kind of that pathway. I started researching, figuring out how to make better protective eyewear was what I thought I was going to do to start.
Okay.
And then as I started really jumping into eyewear tech and kind of cutting out like what's marketing fluff versus what actually helps you see better, contrast enhancement, color boosting, all that stuff. It kind of changed from like, hey, let's make better protective eyewear to like, hey, let's make eyewear that's not only protective but also helps you see the ball better, helps you play better, and that's really what started Brioti.
Okay.
And that kind of led to our first model, the Focos. So worked with our lens manufacturer to create the tints that help with popping that neon yellow, neon green ball.
Yeah.
Worked with our frame manufacturer on, impact protection and making sure it was safe.
And that's quite the testing.
Yeah.
You and I've talked about, and I've seen some of your testing videos with the, punching bag.
Yeah,
with Bob. Yeah.
That was official. That was an unofficial one. We do actually do like official ANSI Z87 or ASTM testing in the States as well. But yeah, Bob was fun. We were slingshotting just basically as hard as we could, and we were trying it against just some normal sunglasses, and obviously those kind of explode and fall apart really easily. Yeah. We were just going time after time after time on these.
Yeah. So you have a pair of the Focos. Yeah. I don't have mine with me. They're actually in my pickleball bag. For people that haven't seen the Focos, you have the outside, kind of like the shaded ones. You have an indoor one that kind of gives you a color boost, and the color boost is so you can actually like amplifies the color of the ball.
Yep.
And it is very helpful. And then there's just a normal clear lens that the Focos had. That's just more of like your normal like clear. There's no, other than protection, there's no added benefit to it.
Exactly. So kind of similar to what the new model is, which we'll get into in a bit. But we have our Augment 4D shade lens, which is great for sunny. It's not as dark as a normal sun lens, because that is one of the issues with wearing sunglasses when you play, is they tend to darken the ball, darken the court too much. So our goal was to add a natural ball enhancement while keeping, the court clarity really high, but also not skewing everything to a certain color. Because certain lenses will like make everything very red or everything very green.
Okay.
Ours pops the ball, but it also gives you a really natural view of the court still as well. So we've got that. We've got our sun lens. We've got our Augment 4D Boost lens. It's great for brightly lit indoor facilities, and then also overcast days. We've got our Dinkum Plus lens, which has, it's basically a clear lens, but it has just a light blue blocker, which
Okay.
helps a little bit with LED fluorescent light relief. So if you want like maximum glare cut and the most like light reduction, if you will, that will be the boost lens because it also has blue blocking technology. Then we've got the Dinkum Plus, which is like a touch of light relief. And then if you want no funny business, you just want a completely neutral clear lens, that's great for dimly lit facilities. Or again, if you just want neutral vision, then we've got our Dinkum clear lens, which is just a fully clear lens.
Gotcha. And because there's going to be some different changes,
Yeah.
real quick, will you show us on the focus model, like how
to interchange?
How to interchange real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't have to put a new lens in, but just showing us.
Oh, yeah. So it pop here, I'll try to do it so you can see it. You just basically just pop open the center of the frame there.
Do it way quicker than I do.
I've done it a few hundred times now. And then you basically just seat it back into the frame, make sure it's in there, and you pop it closed.
Yeah.
And if you want to vent the lens, it's just like a middle setting there.
Yeah.
So then you get the vents up at the top.
Yep.
Gives you extra airflow because there is an anti-fog coating built into the lens.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a heavy fogger like me, though, sometimes you need a little bit of extra help.
Yeah.
So that's where the vents come in and
Awesome.
help as well.
And I do know from experience, because I usually like to wear a hat when I play, just, I'm going bald. And so I try to protect try to limit the amount of people who see the balding happening. So I wear a hat all the time. You're never going to see me record without a hat.
I think the hats make it worse.
No, that's false.
Oh, is it false?
Yeah,
okay.
At least that's what I tell myself. And that's what Google says. But I can definitely tell, like when I do pop those upper vents, it does help. Especially, I don't fog. It's just my face gets so hot.
Yeah, I hear you.
And outside, I don't really notice. It's mainly like indoor, where it's just stale conditions. You don't have a little bit of wind that can blow through those vents or from the side profile.
And fogging's kind of finicky too. Like a lot of it comes down to humidity, the heat in a facility or outside. So there's a lot of factors that kind of come into fogging and all that stuff.
So before we jump into the new ones that we have on display, Brioti. How did that name? Like, where did Brioti come from?
Yeah, so I really like coming up with names. I was going through a lot of like what I wanted Brioti to be about, basically, and coming up with different names and thoughts around that. I really like the word brio, which means vigor or vivacity of style or performance. I thought that just had a really nice kind of ring to it and what I would like my company to be about.
Yeah.
And then T is I used to do music, so I used to produce music and get songs placed in TV and that kind of stuff. So T is the seventh note in a major scale. So the whole idea is Brioti, it's keeping your head in the game through the last smash. And also I just thought it sounded good. I thought Brioti sounded kind of fun, a little bit Italian. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something. I mean, there's actually at least a little bit behind it, but I was waiting to be like, I just kind of came up with it and it kind of stuck. But there's some thought behind the name that fits like your background with music and with the performance, the brio and having like that meaning behind it. So that's cool. I actually had not heard that before, and you and I've been pickleball friends for a couple years now. So lastly, we have a couple of the things down here in front of the Focus model. So looks like cleaning cloths and cleaner. And I know that those come with your glasses.
Yes. Yep.
Are those special because of your Augment 40 Plus and the color boost and stuff like that? Or is it just normal cleaner?
Yeah, so kind of what makes pickle juice special is it's antibacterial, it's ammonia free, so it's basically just a really soft cleaner for lenses, if you will. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And you don't want to use like alcohol-based cleaners for lenses, especially when they have an anti-fog coating, because it can basically just hurt the anti-fog coating and wipe it off. So yeah, it's just a nice, clean, ammonia-free cleaner. And then as far as the cloths go, just very high-quality microfiber cloths. Make sure you don't scratch your lenses.
Perfect.
And then of course, just with the roots of it being pickleball and stuff, it's always a designed, basically pickleball.
Nice.
On the cloth. So
cool.
Our whole thought though with everything we do is just trying to be the best. So we really think about like what materials are being used for everything from the microfiber cloth to the cleaning products to anti-fog stuff, lenses, frame, everything. So
perfect. Awesome. I like it. I'm glad I've always been using my pickle juice because now that knowing I don't want to ruin the anti-fog and stuff. So
And you can just use water too. Like water's not going to
Yeah.
hurt it, or if you breathe, obviously that's
so
not
what
gonna
about
hurt it.
like I'll say like glass cleaner and stuff like that. Is that gonna be damaging to that coating or?
We just haven't tested.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not able to test every single thing
Yeah.
in the lab at our lens manufacturer. We know for sure that
This works.
this is safe on the lens.
Cool.
And it is helpful because with an anti-fog coating, it's got a little more of like a sticky texture. I don't know if you've noticed that
Yeah.
when you've cleaned. So
Yep.
the exterior feels a lot more slippery. The interior feels a little more sticky.
Yeah.
So it can be a little more stubborn to clean. That's just the nature of an anti-fog coating.
Okay.
So with the pickle juice, it gives a little extra moisture that you... Because obviously if you're breathing on an anti-fog coating,
Yeah.
it doesn't really fog. So it doesn't really give you much moisture to wipe with. So
yeah.
this gives you just a little extra something to really get those stubborn smudges on.
Cool. Yeah, I know. I have I try to like grab like at my frames, but there's always a time that you're like, oh, there's a giant fingerprint right in my line of sight. Like, awesome. I'm so happy about that. Then you're sitting there trying to like, oh my God, man, time out, I need to get my pickle juice. So
I know. Yeah, exactly.
awesome. Before we jump in, is there
Yeah.
anything about the Focos, about Brioti that you want to highlight on before we jump into the super, exciting unveil of the new shades that we've been working on for, man, a while now?
Long time.
A long time.
I don't think so. I think some people didn't know when we dropped our crystal color, so I'll just mention that. This is
Okay.
our crystal gray color. It's actually one of the new faves. It is like a lot more kind of low-key color, kind of
Yeah.
fades in really nice. So if anybody's looking for kind of still wants that full frame look, feel, protection, crystal gray has been, a favorite. And then we also have crystal teal
Yep.
and then a crystal tortoise. So I'll just put it up there.
Tortoise.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's got like that
Is that like the emerald one, or is that?
Kinda, yeah. So it's got like a gold logo on it. It's kind of a brown. So no, not emerald, because emerald's green, right?
Yeah.
So it's more of like a brown, speckled kind of look.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of got that high end like fashion eyewear look, but in a wrap. So it's
Okay.
kinda-
I like this one because
Yeah.
I like black. I like just clean, flat colors, so I don't get into the greens, the blues. But this, what'd you call it?
crystal gray.
Crystal gray.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it. All right. Well, let's jump into the new model, and I know
Yeah.
I'm going to butcher it, so I'll let you introduce and kind of do your thing on your new project that's been year and a half.
Yeah, about 18 to 24 months. I've kind of lost count at
Yeah,
this point, but it's been a really long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, dive in and let's hear about all the changes and what kind of drove everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So and I'll go back to Focus just for a minute, but
Yeah.
when we launched in December of 2023, I was real boots on the ground. I went to a lot of tournaments. I had people at tournaments trying them on, demoing, all that stuff, selling product, obviously.
Mhm.
So for a long period of time, year, 2 years, I was able to just pick up feedback, like what people liked about Focus, what they maybe wanted different in a future model.
Yeah.
And that really led to the Velux, which is our new model, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's a slimmer half rim model, and it's got a lot more customizability now as well. So first of all, with it just being a slimmer fit, a lot of people don't want that rim on the bottom of the glasses.
Yeah.
So some people are okay with it. Some people actually prefer having a full rim.
Yeah.
Other people don't. So with this one, you still get a really wide field of
take a look
view.
at those.
Yeah, absolutely. Wide coverage.
Man, those are so nice.
Yeah.
I like the open frame.
Yeah.
Just because I know like how hot my face gets, and I can definitely tell like already like, and I've played with them a little bit, like
Yep.
some of the prototypes, that it definitely keeps my face a lot cool. I stay a lot cooler compared to the Focos.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's really our slimmer model, and the thing
Yeah.
is we wanted to make it slimmer but keep the protection. So
Yeah.
these are rated Z87 Plus, ANSI Z87 Plus. They're also rated ASTM F3164, which is now the official standard for pickleball,
Okay.
which wasn't out when we launched Focus.
And real quick, just
Yeah.
because I'm not in the eyeglass, those terms.
Yeah.
Just simplify that. What do those ratings mean for like how it translates to pickleball? If you can dummy that down a little bit.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think I know from talking and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's like impact rating and everything like that. Yeah, if you can, those ratings. I wouldn't even be able to spew them off. Just kind of what does that mean into like the simple terms?
Yeah, oh man, when you're talking about ratings, it's hard to do just straight simple terms, but
Yeah.
I'll try to break it down a bit here.
So what's the impact rating one?
Yeah, exactly. So it's all impact rating.
Okay.
So they're just two different ones. So
Okay.
You've got ANSI, which is more of like a workplace standard, and that was kind of more what was leaned on in the beginning because it's what made more sense. So you have ANSI, which is again workplace standards. And you have ASTM, which is more focused on sports.
Okay.
So ANSI, you've got Z87. This is like a 70-page document, right, with all kinds of tests, whatever. Just Z87 though is the impact rating is purely a 1-inch steel ball dropped from a height of 50 inches onto the lens.
Okay.
And the lens can't crack, can't dislodge, that sort of thing. When you add the plus to the end of Z87, that's a big deal. That now means that eyewear is impact rated. So not only does it pass like the Z87 standard, but now you have and I always forget the exact amount, but it's like a 16-ounce steel spike dropped from 50 inches. Same thing, lens can't crack, lens can't dislodge. So you can kind of see like 1-inch steel ball versus
a spike.
Big deal. And then also a 1/4-inch steel BB, and it's shot at the lens from a number of angles, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the speed is. It's
ridiculous.
It's high, yeah. So that's ANSI.
Okay.
ASTM has multiple standards too. There's F803. That's for like baseball, basketball, other sports where you're going to need something even more hefty. So you're getting hit in the face with a baseball or something.
Yeah, like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's like that seems like overkill for pickleball in my mind.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some people freaking that can
play with you.
No,
yeah,
get out of
drive
here.
It hard.
Get out of here. It's like Mike Hoyley rating.
Yeah,
or like Jack Sock freaking
exactly.
serving, what is it, like 72 miles an hour? Yeah.
Exactly. So then the ASTM ratings, they had F803.
Okay.
They created a new standard called it's ASTM F3164, and that is focused on racket sports. But for a while, it was just squash, racquetball, tennis. They didn't have an actual pickleball rating. So now they added pickleball.
Okay.
Which is great. So we've tested them to that rating and also
Perfect.
Z87 plus. So
awesome.
I hope that.
Yeah.
I know it's like super technical still, but
no, that's at least like the BB, the spike.
Yeah.
Like, man, I know these things are gonna freaking stop a bullet practically. I might take them to work with me now.
Right. Yeah.
So awesome. So we'll jump back in. So these are all those ratings.
Yes. Yep.
And then go ahead and continue on. So
yeah. So one of the big things too with Valix was customizability. So we have when you purchase at time of purchase, you're able to choose between the standard nose pad or the low bridge nose pad.
Okay.
There's one issue if you have like a lower nose bridge and higher cheeks. Some people do. They have an issue with when they smile or do anything, their glasses aren't even really sitting on their nose. It's like it's uncomfortable.
yeah.
And it's just not a good nose pad. So basically what this allows you to do is, first of all, both the nose pads are 4-way adjustable, so you can like squeeze them, right? You can squeeze them, you can widen them, you can pull them out, you can push them in. So some people like to wear, and especially if fogging isn't an issue for some people, they like to wear stuff really close.
Yeah.
So you're definitely able to do that where it's like right up on your face.
Yeah.
You can see for me, it kind of hits my cheeks a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is our standard pad. Then we've got our low bridge pad, which is this guy. So you can see like it's a bit larger.
Yep.
Comes down a little bit further.
Yep.
And then if you get aggressive and you pull this off the frame as well, like that, you'll be able to just see how much more space basically you can get.
Oh, yeah.
So you're getting like a lot more space from your cheeks and
Yeah.
all that. And you can really adjust these and crank on them to get them to fit your face well. So that's like one of the main new features, which is really cool with the frame. And then also keeping the easily interchangeable lenses. So a little different than the expand technology.
Yep.
We've got a clip here, pops open on the side like that, the lens, and then it just rolls back in like that. Clip is closed. And then what's neat is when the temples are open, this clip can't open, right? So it adds like an extra level of blocking the clip from opening.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
That's basically the main things with the frame.
Okay.
And then
And the nose piece.
and the nose piece.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So interchangeable nose piece, and then obviously just designed for comfort as well and staying on your head.
Yeah.
Then moving to lenses, with the Focus model, since it is a full frame, pickleball is a really unique thing. It's not cycling. It's not where you have constant airflow going over your lens. We tend to be moving really fast, and then we're just like standing there for a little bit in between, which causes a lot of fogging. So with Focus, for the full frame model, we needed that anti-fog coating on the interior of the lens.
Okay.
The kind of, as I mentioned before, the downside of an anti-fog coating is it's got a sticky feel, so it's harder to clean. And then also you can't do a high quality anti-reflective coating and an anti-fog coating at the same time. So with our new model, when you purchase, you can choose between our Glintex anti-reflective coating on the interior of the lens or the Vaporid anti-fog coating. So if you're someone who has more issues with glare and you want like the absolute best optics, then you're going to want the Glintex anti-reflective coating.
Okay.
It's way easier to clean. It's got the same hydrophobic coating as the front of the lens, so easier to clean, all that fun stuff. But if you're a heavy fogger, which some people are, and they just always have issues with fogging, then you can still get our Vaporid anti-fog coating on the interior of the lens.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of a big benefit, if you will.
Yeah.
Between the two. And then, so I should say this too. So if you get the Glintex anti-fog coating, the Glintex anti-reflective coating, let's say you just get like fogging here and there. We actually came up with an anti-fog cloth.
Okay.
We're calling it Shift 90. It's basically what it does with a hydrophobic coating, which is what is on our Glintex. It's a high contact angle on the lens, which means that water beads up and it runs off, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it slippery, makes it easy to clean.
Yeah.
You sweat on it, it rolls off. And anti-fog coating is the exact opposite. So it's got a lower contact angle, it absorbs moisture, and it spreads it across the lens. So with our Shift 90 cloth, what we're basically able to do is take the high contact angle and flip it 90 degrees to an anti-fog coating in a sense.
Okay.
So you can wipe out the inside of your lens, and it gives it those anti-fog properties. It does have to be reapplied here and there, but works really well.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, kind of to get a little technical there.
Well, now I'm thinking about all the ones I've tested, and I'm like, okay, might have to rethink what I was thinking before.
I think you've tried the Glintex. I don't think you're a big fogger, so you haven't had.
Yeah.
You don't tend to really have issues with that.
Yeah.
So I think for you would want the Glintex, and then you would probably
just in
have
case.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case.
Yeah.
What's cool, so I'll dive into this really quick too.
Yeah.
What's cool about this is I don't know if you've ever tried anti-fog sprays or any of that stuff.
Yeah, snowmobiling.
Yeah.
And you're always like hot in your helmet, and then you have the cold. I definitely get like fogging with those.
Yeah.
So you always have like that fogging cloth in your jacket pocket that you're always wiping your goggles out like every time you stop, and it doesn't ever seem to help. And so
yeah, so and that's the thing. There's a lot of sprays. So we tested a bunch of different sprays and stuff. The sprays are hard because you have to spray them and then you have to like lightly wipe them off with a microfiber cloth. But it's tough because then you wipe off too much or it's streaky. So I didn't know if we were even going to offer an anti-fog thing because nothing seemed to be working all that well. Yeah. With this, what's cool is that the anti-fog particles basically are impregnated into the cloth. So it's already got the anti-fog magic built into the cloth.
Okay.
So when you wipe it, it's automatically giving a nice, solid, even coating.
So you're not spraying and then wiping. Exactly. It's just the cloth.
Exactly. So it's just the cloth, and then it comes, because it is moist, it comes in its own like resealable bag. Okay. So you wipe it off after your glasses are clean, you wipe it, you put it back in the resealable bag, and then you just throw it in your case or whatever.
Nice.
So
yeah,
it makes it really easy.
I might have to grab one of those for snowmobiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think the issue like I run in with snowmobiling is like in pickleball, it's always like a not stale environment, but the heat is the same.
Yeah.
Where snowmobiling, it's 30, 28, in the 20s when you're snowmobiling, and then even faster when you're on your snowmobile. You're getting hot, and then you take off your hot helmet, set it down, then all that cold rushes. That's where I get all my fogging.
Exactly.
And then it's like, oh, cool, I wipe it with my cloth. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's better. But then the next time you stop again, hot to cold, boom, fog. And it's like, gosh, dang. So, yeah, this is, way different. I don't think that, I don't fog. I might get a little bit like up at the top.
Yeah.
But it's usually gone. Like, it's usually because I took them off in between a match and I put them back on, and then it's like a little bit and then gone. So I never have any issues. And that's with a, hat, and I wear them pretty high up. And so,
sure.
But what I'm seeing right now are these pink lenses and the blue lenses. Is there a difference, or is it, other than the color, or is there actual like benefit for the lens itself?
Yes. So they both have our, basically we have our Augment 40 shade sapphire mirror and the Augment 40 shade rose mirror. It's the same base tint, but the mirror coating does change what you see. It's fairly subtle, but the sapphire mirror is a little more of like a neutral field of view. The rose mirror adds a little more perceived green saturation, so it does make the ball look a little bit more saturated.
Okay.
So just depending on what you want as a player, you might choose between the blue and the pink. Or if it's just aesthetic and you want a pink mirror, you'll probably go with
A little bit more feminine, a little bit more fit. Yeah.
Exactly. Then we have our Augment 4D Boost, which again, great for bright indoor facilities, overcast. It's got the same Augment color boosting technology focused on making that neon yellow, neon green ball pop.
Yeah.
Without just skewing all the colors. Then we've got, this is the newest lens. Yeah. That's our 4D Flex, which is a light adaptive lens, photochromic. So when you're outside in the sun, it's based on UV light, it automatically darkens from, you know, a clear lens inside to like a dark gray green lens. It's got like a slight green tint to it as well.
Okay. Does that have the like boost and stuff with it, or can that?
It doesn't. No. So in order to keep it really clear indoor, we don't have our Augment technology, but the tint that it is, like the gray green, is still great for pickleball.
Okay.
It's actually, you liked it a lot at the park too. So yeah, so that's the 4D Flex.
Okay.
And then we've got just a fully clear lens. Again, if you just want neutral vision, if you're playing in a dim facility, this is great as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people just prefer clear over, you know, any sort of funny business or tint. So
are these all of the options that are going to be available?
Yes. Yeah. So I don't have like every combination available.
Correct. Yes.
But yeah, these are all the lenses that are going to be. These are the three frame colors we have at launch.
Okay.
So, but you can put anything together.
Yeah.
Any which way.
So we'll have black, white, and then
Morpho blue is what we're calling.
Morpho blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like based off the Morpho butterfly. It's like a really bright blue butterfly. So
awesome. Which one's your favorite?
I'm really liking the white. Yeah, surprisingly, something with the white, just I feel like it really pops on this model. So I think it looks pretty sweet. And then I really like the rosé lens. I'm not sure how it picks up inside, but yeah, I really like the rosé color for sure.
See, it's not much of a. I don't think white looks good on me. Yeah, like I don't know.
I think it looks good on you. It's a look. It's a look, right?
So let me see those black ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, see, just. Yeah.
I think that looks more Cody,
yeah,
to be honest.
This feels more Cody. This feels more Mr. Dink and Donut like. But I might have to do the rosé.
Yeah.
Just to get a little bit of that pink. I don't know, just to bring out a little bit of femininity, I guess.
Yeah. Get in touch with your feminine side a little bit.
I don't know. I agree. I'm pretty aggressive when it comes to the pickleball court. Yeah, no, those are sweet. I dig those.
Yeah. Here, I'll throw the pink in really quick just for fun.
Just how simple that is. Look how quick he is. We need to start a timer.
I know, right? Yeah. Interchange in what, under 5 seconds or something, 10 seconds.
Well, didn't you? There has to. I'm not making this up. There was the cup song, and you did it with okay.
Yeah, I did do that for the focus. We'll have to do a secondary for this guy. Yeah, see, I think those look cool too. Yeah. It's like sweet. It's a pretty subtle pink. So it's like pink. If you look at it at different angles, it's got kind of more of like a gold sheen.
Yeah.
So it's not like highly aggressive pink, but yeah.
I like it. Sweet. All right. Thanks for joining. You can just leave these here.
Just
awesome. Yeah, I like those. I'm excited. Where's the adaptive ones?
The adaptive one is this guy here. And then I could actually go just put it in the sun for a minute too and bring it back in if you want.
And this is the one that you said that I played with when we were doing that testing day.
Yeah.
That I really liked.
Yes.
See, like right here, I don't have a pickleball on me, but I like right here. This feels like I'm getting enough light, and I actually feel like I'm gonna use a term based on like my Oakleys and stuff that I wear, but they have that prism coating that's like a color, like your Augment 40, that kind of like color boost, and it feels like this kind of gives me a little bit more like clarity on like other colors. Like just sitting here, it definitely feels good. Like the camera can't see this, but I have a little like air purifier that has a light on it.
Okay.
And it definitely like kind of like just sharpens it. It doesn't like
right.
Boost it, but it like just clarifies it.
It's funny because that doesn't have our Augment technology in it.
No.
But just having a high clarity lens too can do that. Especially because all these are also our Glintex coated. So like that's the boost lens as well. I don't know if you have like a green something anywhere, but that also like brightens things up. And
yeah, definitely feel like it adds a little bit more of like a what kind of like kind of like dulls the colors a little bit from like surrounding.
Okay.
And then from what I remember, it like dulled it, but then the ball like was just like it like.
For our boost lens, it is more like that. For the boost lens, it tends to heighten the greens more, so it does kind of pop the green more and kind of mutes other colors a little bit.
I mainly noticed that like on our quartz, or what is that, like the brown, or not brown, but the red, reddish, like that kind of like dulled, but then the ball just kind of like was like glowing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, there's the ball. I'm gonna freaking spike this at Tanner. He knows that pretty well.
Yeah, I always leave with welts, for real.
I feel bad.
It's funny.
Awesome.
I gotta send you the video of you decking me at Power. You can show the people. You can show the people what you do to me.
Testing days with Tanner.
Yeah.
Cody, you're supposed to aim for the glasses, not my chest. Awesome. Cool. I'm excited, but we're going to see if I can dig a little bit more information from you.
Okay.
Right now, no prescription lenses because of Augment and all the different stuff. You just couldn't do prescription with those, is my understanding.
So we eventually will. That's our goal. The Focus model, which we have currently, just wasn't a great candidate for prescription.
Okay.
These seem to be a better candidate, but we want to get market feedback first because there's a whole other level of complexity when you add prescription lenses. So we really we want to just see what the market thinks and if anything needs to be adjusted or whatever before we go down that rabbit hole. Because when we release, I really like to do things right. So when we release prescription, I want people to be really happy, really satisfied with that product.
I'm so thankful I don't need prescriptions yet.
I know. Yeah, I wear them for driving now, but I'm kind of like holding off, as long as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the goal to get prescription going as soon as we can.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, a whole other level of complexity.
Yeah. Well, and I know this has been a level of complexity to do this and do it how you want it and to do it right. Yeah. I know I've been bugging you for a while. This video has been planned for a while. And just like, we ready? Nope, not yet. We ready? Nope, not yet.
Trust me, I feel it too.
Yeah. So after Valix, did I pronounce it right?
Yep.
Valix?
Yep.
What's next? Is it going to be different colors? Are they going to do that? Or is there something completely different that you have coming up?
Yeah, so we do plan to launch additional Valix colors in the future. We also have really exciting new model, hopefully coming out end of year maybe, but more likely 2027. So I can't talk too much about that one yet. But
2027, that's not too long to wait. 2026 is flying by.
Yeah, it's not too far away. And that's again, something I've been working on since last May. So you can see like the R&D cycle to do protective eyewear right just takes a long time. But yeah, I'm really excited about that as well. And then I've got like 2 or 3 new things I want to launch within the next couple of years, but it's just, it's just a time thing. So
we'll see. Knowing your backstory a little bit, just because Tanner's local, so I can go down there, I can try out glasses. So if you guys ever have questions about the Valix, what I've been liking with testing stuff, shoot me a message on Instagram, shoot me a message in this video comments, and I can answer those as well. But you are also one of my owners for the Post Falls Outlaws.
Yeah.
So you're busy with the semi-pro team.
Yeah, exactly.
Teams, because you're also the Badgers.
I know.
You got the Brioti. You also are helping out with another friend of ours doing a grip company.
Yeah.
Like you were just slammed.
It's a lot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you. I know this will be a huge relief off your shoulders once the Valix gets released and people start, you can start pushing out everything you've been working on for the last year and 18 months.
I'm just super excited because honestly, the feedback on our lenses has been really, really solid. You can't just have one frame though, right? Because people have different faces, face shapes, fits, all that kind of stuff.
Color preferences and style and everything.
Exactly. So I've been wanting to launch, something new for a long time. I just wanted to do it the right way. And I'm just so excited to be able to actually meet more of, what certain aspects of the market are wanting.
Yeah.
And then continue to just keep doing that.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
If you're willing to, what color are you doing? Different color lenses, or there's going to be different color frames?
Just right now, I think we'll just be focusing on different colored frames.
Okay.
Generally, our lenses are really well liked.
Yeah.
I do have some other lens ideas that we are working on. I just don't know when those will come out. We've already got quite a few options. They work really well in the different scenarios. We're adding the 40 flex, which was really requested. Even no matter how easy a lens interchange is, it's still something you have to do.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are going to enjoy just being able to have one pair for indoor outdoor. But for now, we'll just be focusing on frame colors and then some future releases we're looking at.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I already know. I think I'm going to end up going the 4D Flex, the photochromic, the ones that, darker outside, lighter inside. I know that's going to be like, it's definitely one of the lens options.
Keep it easy.
That I'll be going with. And then I might get a clear, there's some facilities here, there's the place over in Spokane, way north. I played in a tournament there, and the lighting was it's very dim.
Yeah.
So it's like, even just like my normal eyes, it's like, holy cow, they need some lights in here.
Yeah. And you will find in like a really dim facility that having a full clear will help. So our fully clear lens, that's not the fully clear. This is the fully clear lens.
These are the photochromic.
That's the photochromic. Yeah. So there's just like a slight difference, but I think it's about 7 or 8% in visual light transmission, which can make a big deal in a dim facility. So these are 95% with the Glintex coating. So it's really high visual light transmission.
Are these
That's the low bridge. So those might feel kind of spaced out for you.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, so that's the fully clear.
Yeah. Definitely it feels like a lot more. Let's just see. We'll just do some demos.
Yes. Might be, honestly, like a 5% might be hard to perceive, but
yeah. So I don't have a low bridge.
Yes.
These feel way better sitting on my face. But you did pull these out a little bit.
I did pull them out pretty far. Yeah.
But yeah, these definitely just let in so much light.
Yeah.
Oh, see that feels better. There, I still think I prefer
Yeah.
the normal bridge.
Normal bridge. Oh, actually, these are both low bridge.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, this is the.
Shoot. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. This is the standard bridge, and honestly, that's with the adjustability.
It must have just been because these were pulled out a little bit, and these ones are sitting in.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I think I like.
So that's the standard.
Okay, I see it. Oh man.
And you might just want to pull those. You might want to pull them a little closer, but.
I don't know. I think I like the way that those feel.
Really? Okay.
Because they look like they have a little bit bigger nose pad,
They do.
a little bit wider.
Yeah.
And I think that's just comfortable. All right, you guys, there's my choices. Photochromic and
40 shade rosé.
40 shade rosé.
Yep.
I don't know. I might not do the pink though. I still might have to do the sapphire. Awesome, Tanner. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
That was fun. I know we've been planning this for a while. Any last comments for the people that you want to know about the Velux release, or if people want to stay with the Focus?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you have, we've got a lot of information on the site to help with helping you make your decision.
Yep.
And of course, if you ever need additional help, it's just hello@brioti.com.
Okay.
You can just send an email and we'll get back to you and make sure you get set up with the right pair. So.
Or Brioti is on Instagram.
Yes.
Reach out.
Brioti Active.
Brioti Active. Yep. And if you have questions, you could always reach out. I've been rocking the Focus for a year now, right at a year. And then I've been playing around with the Velux, and I'll be hoping to get my hands on a pair of these here soon. Once we're at release.
Yeah.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty. So thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe. Shoot a comment down and go over to Brioti Active or hello
at Brioti.com. That's for email or just Brioti.com.
Sweet. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for next time.
Thank you.